Good morning, everybody. Oh, crap. I just realized I haven't had a shower yet today. Oof. That's some wild hair. All right. Hey, I'm 43 years old. And I still got hair. That's winning, in my opinion. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got a late last night, or sometime last night, I got a message on Discord saying that there was a Facebook post just out of the blue on a Thursday night after the patch of a new game mode coming to Eternal Evolution. Now, it is PvP focused. You've gathered that from the thumbnail of this video, but I figured I had to jump on and we have to discuss this. So this is me just struggling on my streamer account against Thundercliff. I don't know why I can't beat it again, but oh well. So let's go right over to the post. And this is going to be, I don't know if this is going to be, I don't want to be negative. But I am overly optimistic, so when I'm negative, you know that I'm a little bit worried. I'm usually a big old simp for this game. So basically what we're getting, and we'll discuss it now, is we're getting a new PvP mode. So, in my opinion, they were probably working on this for a while. But really just get Guild vs. Guild out first, because this just seems like... it seems very meh. Luckily, Eternal Evolution, the majority of this game is PvE. PvP is very, very minor, actually, even though PvP is arguably some of my favorite content in the game. But it really doesn't matter. Yes, the rewards from very, very high-end Summon Arena are very, very good. But also, that is very dependent on how much money you spend on this game, given that the only way you can really make it, unless you're in a good bracket... And I know those of you watching this, there's going to be some saying I'm free to play. I make it to the top 16 every time. Cool. You are the outlier, though. For the vast majority of people, Summon Arena is Whale or Kraken Wars. And unless you're spending, you're not going to make it to the top 16. So, with that said, they're giving us basically, it's another Summon Arena, it feels like. And I don't think it's necessary. I don't think now is the time. So, we got Twilight Lands, which is one of the most perfect PvE modes they have. It's 2 weeks. And then, we used to have Rise of Heroes, which was, the old Rise of Heroes, I know I've said this before, it was stale, it was boring, you completed all the battles once and then you were done. What they have to do is they got to kind of balance it out. They got to have the 2 weeks of Twilight Lands, which is great, but then the following 2 weeks, which is normally Rise of Heroes, or now Endless Battles, they got to make it as good PvE-wise for players. I personally like Endless Battles in its current iteration because I have everything. I have all the toys. It's easy for me. It's fun for me. But if you don't have the keystone characters for each 3 fights, then you're just not going to compete. So they got to kind of tweak it around. They got to tweak it a little bit. And we discussed this in my This Week Eternal Evolution video, so I don't want to rehash it too much here. But they do that, they tweak it a little bit, they could have a perfect PvE setup. And then, in my opinion, run Summon Arena, but run it, it's a 2-week event, basically. Run it every month, and you have to be on time every month. Run it every month, and then have Guild PvP fill the gap. So, like, say 2 weeks Summon Arena, 2 weeks Guild PvP. This that we're going to discuss today, it just seems out of place. It seems like it's not the game mode we asked for at this time. I think you're going to get EE developers, and I'm hoping you watch these videos. I don't think you're going to get a lot of positivity around this game mode. I'm going to call it right now. You're probably not. Tell me in the comments if you think otherwise, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into it. So can you all see this? All right. Okay. So after a period of research and investigation, they've never asked us. They've never asked the CCs. At least I've never seen them ask us. In order to satisfy your demand for pure strength battles, we have enough of those. It's called everything in game. We are about to introduce a new PvP mode, Infernal Arena. Okay. All right. Benefit of the doubt. Not having read this, what are you giving us? So this new mode opens when you're past stage 20. And it will have a brand new tournament concept. I like tournaments. I do. Each tournament will include 8 rounds that lasts 56 days. All right, that's way too long. People are gonna zone out on this. 56 days? No, do this in 2 weeks. Is my opinion. Like I said, Summon Arena, which is it's 3v3 teams the whole way through. In my opinion, Summon Arena should be 3v3 up to the summit, and then it should be 1v1. Your best versus my best, but I'm not going to rehash that old gripe. 56 days, though, that's a month, and that's almost 2 months. That's too long. Too long for 9 rounds of battle. People aren't going to care. Okay, but anyways, and we'll have a unique competitive environment. And I don't know why that's bracketed. The competitive environment is a global buff. So for everybody, that will apply to all battles in the current tournament. And what that means is, say if we go down to this picture, you can see it if we blow it up. No, I guess you can't really see it, but it says this down here, the environment. See how it says environment? Spelt wrong, by the way. Whirlwind. This is the global buff. After the rage skill is cast, which is Barog, the damage, which is, make sure you guys tweak this a little bit more. The E on the end, come on, that's just lazy. The damage caused by the next 3 basic attacks is increased by 14%. Basically meaning Barog is king, right? All of his basics, he gets his rage skill all the time, really, really quickly. And then he's going to be just whapping you like a freaking Mack truck all the time. So that's what the global buff looks like, right? And will apply to all battles in the current tournament, which lasts 2 months, which is too long, and will have a greater impact on PvP combat and strategy. It doesn't really. I mean, it doesn't really have an impact on strategy because it means, at least in that case, you have Barog, you win. Right? Not a lot of impact. That's basically black and white. You will need to consider how to assemble teams and wear the right equipment to adapt to the unique combative environment. That doesn't make sense. I don't understand what that means. I know in PvP, I already switch out gear. For Summon Arena, I'm assuming that's going to be the same type of thing. Unless you're saying that you have to use specific gear. I don't know. I don't think people will like that. Farming gear is hard enough for the average person or the casual person. Even for me, I'm kind of always looking for the best gear. I'm never at that point where I have it overflowing. At the same time, each tournament will have a mysterious guest participating in the battles. Okay, first of all, random RNG elements in competitive PvP is not good. So I will withhold judgment until I know exactly what that is. Who will trigger the battle's special buff if certain conditions are met. So all this guy's doing is coming in and turning on a buff. Okay. The tournament will be fought in 9 tiers. So it says 9 tiers. So does that mean that there's 8 rounds per tier? Because if that's the case, then we're getting, what is that? 72 fights. 8 rounds, 9 tiers. 72 fights? That could be a lot. That's a lot. That's more than 1 a day. I don't know how you're going to work that in a schedule, but I could be wrong there too. When you are in the 7 primary tiers, you will need 3 teams. So basically just like Galactic Arena, just like Summit Arena, right? No change there. And in the ranking competition, basically the 2 highest tiers, if you make it there, you'll need 4 teams, which I'm ready. I can do that. It's still gonna... Yeah, okay. The winner takes it all at the end of each round. Okay, I'm guessing it's not 72 fights. I'm guessing it's just 9. But it says 8 rounds. 8 rounds, but then down here it says 9 tiers. So maybe it is that many fights. I just don't know how you're going to fit 72 fights into 56 days. I could be totally off on that. Tell me if I'm off in the comments. At the end of each round, your battle ranking will determine your battle tier. Okay. Basically, your zone, your of rewards. The higher your tier in the rankings, the better the final tournament rewards will be. Okay, so this is another thing. This is another gripe. I'm just going to tell you, if you want to make this better, have it pay out after each tier, not at the end. If you're going to make people wait 2 months to get their rewards, they're going to hate it. At least in, say, Endless Battles and Twilight Lands, it's 2 weeks. It's not a long wait, and you do have to get that final payout, but you're getting all the rewards along the way, which keeps people happy. Dopamine, 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 dopamine. Big dopamine. If they don't get anything until 56 days, people are going to hate this. Just saying. I want every game mode you guys make to be good. And I want people to enjoy it, look forward to it, like it. I look forward to Endless Battles. I look forward to Twilight Lands. I look forward to Summit Arena. This, no, don't let this be another Guild vs. Guild where everyone hated it. This cruel and tough tournament system will be a strong test of your strength. It will be, because it's basically Summit Arena. Let us see who can survive in the fire and become the true god of war in the ultimate battle. Again, this mode is under development. Text on the pictures are for reference only. So I hope you're at a point in the development phase where you can still make changes, because yeah, if people aren't winning anything up until 2 months out, it's not going to go well. And this just seems like a reskin of Summon Arena, but just more complicated, more drawn out. You got to be more creative than this, guys. You got to be more creative than this. Like, make this, like I said, make Summon Arena 2 weeks, make this 2 weeks. And then you just got overlapping PvP modes, and then you can throw Guild vs. Guild in there somewhere, because that's separate, kind of, on its own. I don't like this. I'm going to do it, and I'll record it, and I'll probably score well, but I don't think that the majority of players are going to enjoy this at all. Say like Summon Arena right now. A lot of people get eliminated after Group Stage 1. Or Group Stage 2. And then they got to wait a week to get their rewards. Which, a week is long enough. 2 months? And I know I've said this probably 8 times now. No. If they get eliminated, pay them out immediately. How about that? That's a compromise. There you go. As soon as you get eliminated from this fight, pay them out immediately. Because obviously everyone that continues on is going to be in a higher tier. So just pay them out at whatever tier they're at. Then they take their rewards and they move on. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to hash on this too much. I think we're going to keep this under 15 minutes. I just thought I would talk to you about it. I'm worried. I'm worried about this. I don't think this is going to be well received. I hope I'm wrong. But there are enough red flags in this description alone. AKA Barog to win, 56 days, only 9 fights, or 9 rounds. I don't know how many fights are in a round. We'll see. I could get that all mixed up, but you guys tell me what you think in the description. It's my birthday weekend. It's my birthday on Saturday. I gotta go get ready. We're gonna be out at the lake, so you guys won't see me again till probably Tuesday night, Monday, Tuesday-ish. I'll be unavailable on the Discord, though. It just won't be receptive, or I might not get back to you as quick. So I'm not going to end it with my usual thing. You guys tell me what you think in the description. I'm just going to end it. But EE devs, if you see this video, this isn't giving me good tingly, feely, happy vibes. All right, bye.